Thank you so much for coming to chat to us. So can we start, could you introduce your name and the company that you work for?
Yeah, my name is Remko and I'm the commercial lead for Checkout.com in the region here.
Can you tell me a bit about Checkout?
Yeah, Checkout.com is a global payment service provider. We've been around since 2012. We basically provide the entire value chain from pay-ins to payouts. We're currently also moving into the issuing space. We have our own acquiring licenses covering the globe. So yeah, everything a merchant needs these days. Yeah.
That's it. Not your first time at MPE, I believe.
No, it's not. No, I've been to a few ones. Yeah.
And how are you finding the event this year?
It's been really good, yeah. What I've always loved about MPE is the fact that it's a great mix between service providers as well as merchants. I've been to other events where sometimes there's more providers than there are merchants, or there's a load of merchants, but it's not really the right level of attendance. At this, there's loads of enterprise-size clients that we're interested to speak to, which is fantastic, yeah.
And having been around the show floor a little bit, what are the current trends that you've noticed?
There's a few. I see the buzzword these days is embedded finance, which is interesting. I was on a panel yesterday talking about the topic. So that's one that's definitely connected to issuing as well, which is something that we as Checkout also enjoy talking about since we launched that product last week at our client event in Lisbon. So yeah, that's the talk of the town these days. Yeah.
And you mentioned you spoke on a panel yesterday. So can you tell me about what you spoke about there?
Yeah, that was interesting. It was about embedded payments and embedded finance. So we first spoke about the difference. So what are embedded payments and what is embedded finance? And then we talked about the fact that how heavily verticalized industries are trying to create more stickiness into their verticals by offering additional services to their mainly SMB type clients. To lock them in, basically, or to monetize on different forms of businesses, basically. So embedded finance is then one of them, where you can see companies in the salon space or in the restaurant space offering also SMB lending, insurance products, that sort of stuff, which is fantastic to see because that, from a PSP perspective, also opens up a lot of additional services that we can offer there. Issuing, for instance, being one of them. Yeah.
Fantastic. And can you talk to me a little bit about what's coming for Checkout in the not so distant future?
Yeah, it's what you see is that in some of these types of industries, we see that it's a lot of them are marketplace models as well, where everything is being connected together. So where we as Checkout.com can, for instance, do the onboarding of sub-merchants or sellers on the platform. So then we can do the pay-ins, we can do the payouts. And if you connect that then, for instance, to an issuing product, you basically close the loop. So the sellers on the platform can then also use that issued card to also spend the funds wherever they want, which is interesting from that merchant specifically because there's an interchange component that is an extra additional revenue stream for them. And that, you know, the time in terms of the payout is extremely fast. So the sellers or drivers, in case of mobility or taxi platforms, they have immediate access to the funds, which is great. So yeah.